Welcome Primary 4, with you is Miss Noura Abdurrahman, and today we are going to start lesson number 3 from concept number 2, which is light is energy. Are you ready to start? Let's go! Around us there is a lot of energy. Like what? Like the electric energy, which is the electricity. It's called electric energy. Like the sound energy, which is the sound we hear. Like the magnetic energy, which is the power of the magnet. Like also the light energy, which we can see. So, which one of these energies we can see it? Can we see the electricity? No. Can we see the sound? No. Can we see the power of the magnet? Also no. So can we see the light? Yes. So the light is the energy which we can see. So the light is visible or invisible? The light is visible. Super. So what is the meaning of light? It is the visible form of energy. It is the visible form of energy. The light is the visible form of energy that travel or move in light waves. Does the light also move in waves like the sound? Yes, also the light can move in waves. And this is the waves of the light. This is called the light waves. Again, so the light is travel or move on waves. It is called light waves. What is the meaning of light again? It's the visible form of energy that travel in light waves. Visible form of energy that travel in light waves. Okay, can you remember with me how can we see the objects around us? All the objects are making what? Reflecting the light on our eyes. We can see any object because it is reflect the light on my eyes. Reflect the light on my eyes. Okay, how? Number 1, the light fall on the object. Number 2, the light bouncing or reflecting on my eyes. Bouncing means reflecting on my eyes. After that, this message will go to the eyes, from the eyes to the brain. Inside the brain will translate it or understand the message into image or a picture, so we can see the object. Again, the light fall on the object, bouncing into the eyes send the message to the brain translate it into image, so you can see it. So you can see everything around you like that because it is reflecting the light on your eyes. Super. So can you see the object better in a bright light or in a dim light like that? Dim light. Huh? You can see better on a bright light. Super. So it's much easier to see the object in bright light than in dim light. Super. Excellent. Okay, do you remember with me the mirror membrane on the fishing cat eyes? Okay, the mirror membrane, it has another name and we will know it today, which is called, repeat after me, tapetum lucidum. Again, repeat after me, tapetum lucidum. The mirror membrane is called what? Tapetum lucidum. Again, tapetum lucidum. Tapetum lucidum. Okay, where is the tapetum lucidum? It's here on the back of some animal's eyes. The tapetum lucidum is here on the back of some animal's eyes. The tapetum lucidum make what to the light? Reflect the light. How? Can you remember with me? The light enter the eyes from the pupil here, enter the eyes and go to the tapetum lucidum. When the light go to the tapetum lucidum reflects the light or bounce the light, and when the light is bouncing or reflecting, the eyes will collect more light, so the eyes will glow and it will be like a lamp, so it can see everything on the dark. Again, the light will enter from the pupil of the eyes and go to the tapetum lucidum. The tapetum lucidum make what to the light? Reflect the light. It is a reflective layer which is reflect the light. And when it reflects the light, the eyes will collect more light, and glow, and it will be like a lamp which can see everything on the dark. So the tapetum lucidum help the animal to use a very small amount of light. It use what? A very small amount of the light, because in the dark there is no light. It's just a small amount of light. It use just a small amount of light, but in on a highly effective way. What is the meaning of highly effective way? On a very super way. It take just a small amount of light, but it can use it in a very super way and see everything on the dark. So the reflection of light from the tapetum lucidum causes the glow of the eyes. The eye of the animal will glow on the dark and can see everything. Again, this is called what? Tapetum lucidum. Excellent, super. Okay, what is the animal which have a tapetum lucidum to see well at the night? The deers, like also the horses, like cats and dogs. So what is the animal which have a tapetum lucidum to see well at night? The deers, the cats, the dogs, and the horses. All of them, they have a tapetum lucidum which is reflect the light, so the eyes glow. Can you see the eyes of the deers glow? Can you see the eyes of the cats glow? Can you see the eyes of the dogs glow? All of that because it has a tapetum lucidum. So any animal has a glowy eyes because it has what in its eye? Tapetum lucidum. Super. Why these animals has a tapetum lucidum? Because it helps it to see at night and also to hunt at night. So it can see and hunt at night, and also it can avoid being hunted. There is no animal can hunt it or eat it at night. Why? Because it can see well at night, but the other animal cannot see well at night. Okay, so this is the importance of the tapetum lucidum. See and hunt at night and avoid being hunted at night. Again, now we will repeat again how the tapetum lucidum is working. Number 1, the light enter the eyes of the animals from the pupil here and fall on the tapetum lucidum layer, and the tapetum lucidum make what to the light? Bouncing or reflecting the light like just a mirror, and the light and this light will and the eyes will collect more light and glow and can see well at the night. So the light that the eyes don't detect at the first time or don't see it at the first time, it's reflect back from the tapetum lucidum and it can see it very, very well. Okay, so we know what is the meaning of light reflection now. Light reflection means the bouncing of light or returning back of light. We have three materials make a light reflection. We have how many materials make a light reflection? 3 materials. Now let's know what is these 3 materials. Number 1, the shiny and smooth materials. What is the meaning of smooth? Soft materials. What is the shiny and soft or smooth materials? Like the mirror, super, the mirror, and also the metals. Mirror and metals are shiny and smooth materials. They reflect the light better than any other material. Look to the light reflection of the mirror. It's better than any other material. It reflects the light on a one direction into your eyes directly. So, what is the best material reflect the light? The shiny and smooth material. The best material make a light reflection is the shiny and smooth material. Number 2, the light materials. The rough materials. The rough materials like what? What is the meaning of rough? Rough means it's not smooth or not soft, like that. Like what? Like the plastic, like the wood, like the cloth, and also like the paper. All rough materials are reflect the light, but less than the smooth materials. They also reflect the light, but less than smooth materials. So the better one is, or the best one is the shiny and smooth material. After that, on number 2, the rough materials. And number 3, the last one is the transparent material. What is the transparent material? Like the glass, like the air, like the water, all of these is called transparent. Transparent material, you can see everything through them. Like the glass. The transparent material also reflect, but reflect a very small amount of light. So the best one is the shiny and smooth materials. After that, rough materials. And after that, the transparent materials which reflect a very small amount of light. And this is the 3 materials which make a light reflection. Shiny and smooth materials, rough materials, and transparent materials. Super. Now, let's start lesson number 4 and 5 on concept number 2. Again, what is the meaning of light? It is the visible form of energy that travels on light waves. Okay, it's travel or move in waves. On a curved way or in a straight way. Look into these pictures. Look into this picture. Does the light moving from the sun to us in a curved way or in a straight? Look, it's in a straight. It's just a straight lines or straight waves. Look to the light of the lamp. Also, the light of the lamp move to us in a straight waves. So the light is travel in straight waves or straight lines. The light travels in straight lines in a form of waves. The light is travel in straight line on a form of waves. Now look into this picture. We will bring a pipe and a candle. The pipe is straight. Try to see the candle from the pipe. Can you see it? Yes, you can see it. Why? Because the light travels inside the pipe in a straight line into your eyes. Why? Because the light travels in a straight line. Okay, look here. We will tighten the pipe a very little, like that. Now, let's try to see the candle. Can we see it? No. Why? Because the light is just traveling in a straight line. It cannot move like that. The light just travels on straight line on a form of waves. Super. Okay, what happened when the light fall on any object? When the light fall or hit the object, there is 3 things happen to the light. Number 1, some of this light is absorbed by the object. What is the meaning of absorbed? Taken the object, take it inside it. Absorb mean take it. So number 1, some of light is being absorbed. Number 2, some of light is go through the object or pass through the object. Go through the object or pass through the object or transmit. Transmit also means pass through it. Okay, number 3, some of light, what happened to it? Reflected or bouncing off the object. Reflected from the object or bouncing off the object. So again, what happened when the light hit objects? Some of them absorbed, some of them pass, some of them reflected. Absorbed, pass, reflected. Absorbed, pass, reflected. Super. Okay, now let's talk about the opaque object. What is the meaning of opaque object? Repeat after me. Opaque objects. opaque objects. What is the meaning of opaque objects? They are the objects which don't allow any light to pass through it. It's not transparent, it's opaque. It don't allow any light to pass through it. Like what? Like the plastic, like the wood, like the metals, and also like our body. Our body don't let any light pass through it because it is opaque. So anything don't allow the light to pass through it is called opaque object. Any object don't allow light to pass through it is called opaque object. Like plastic, wood, metal, human body, like the rock, and like a lot of things around us is called opaque objects. Okay. Why do you see your shadow? What is the meaning of shadow? Okay. The shadow is just happened for opaque objects. The shadow is just happened for opaque objects. And its form on the presence of light. If there is a light, the opaque object will make a shadow. How? We know that the light is travel in a straight line. So the light will travel from here and here and here. And now the light trying to pass from the opaque object. The opaque object allow the light to pass? No, the opaque object don't allow any light to pass through it. So what will happen? This place which don't have any light, this place don't have any light will be dark. And this dark place or this dark area is called shadow. Is called what? Shadow. So the shadow is just happened for what? For the opaque object because it don't allow any light to pass through it. And that's why you can see your shadow. It is on the shape of your body. So again, the light trying to pass from the opaque object, but the opaque object don't allow any light to pass. So there will be a dark area or a dark place here. This dark place is called shadow. Is called what? Shadow. So to make a shadow we should have a light. So the opaque object absorb the light. The opaque object absorb the light and don't let the light pass and make a light. So again, the opaque object absorb the light and make a shadow. Opaque object absorb the light and make a shadow. Here also we have your hand. Your hand is also an opaque object. Don't allow the light to pass. The light now is moving from here and here. The light is trying to pass through the hand. Can it pass? No. The light is absorbed by the hand and this place will be dark and it's called shadow. It's called what? Shadow. So the shadow is happened on the presence of light to the opaque objects. Number 2, we have the transparent object. And the transparent object, it is the object which allow or let the light pass through it. Like what? Like the air, like the water, like the window, and also like the glass or lenses. So again, what is the object that allow the light pass? Transparent object. What is the object allow the light pass? Transparent object. Transparent object like air, water, window, and lenses and glass. This is a transparent object. It allows all light to pass through it so you can see everything behind it very clearly. So what happened when the light hit an opaque material or an opaque object? When the light fall on opaque object, is it pass? No. Some of light is absorb or take, absorb, and the other light will reflect to your eyes. So on the opaque materials, some of light absorb and some of light reflect. Some of light absorb and some of light reflect. Okay, what about the transparent materials? Some of light also absorb and some of the light pass, because the transparent materials allow the light to pass through them. So on the transparent material, some of light absorbs and some of light pass. Some of light absorb and some of light pass on the transparent, and on the opaque some of light absorbs and some of light reflects. Super. This is the transparent materials, allow the light pass through them. This is the opaque materials, which is don't allow any light to pass and just absorb some of light and reflect the other. Okay, now let's talk about the reflection of light on different surfaces or on different materials. Like what? What happened when the light fall or hit a polished mirror? Polished mirror. What is the meaning of polished mirror? A smooth or a soft surface. The polished mirror is a smooth or soft surface or a smooth mirror. What happened? Look into the light. The light is reflect, but what? In one direction, at the same direction. All the light is reflected in one direction. Look to the reflected light. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. All of them is reflected at the same direction or the same angle. Same direction or the same angle. Okay, what about when the light fall on a painted surface? Painted surface means rough surface. Painted surface means rough surface. When the light fall on a painted or a rough surface, it also reflects, but in different directions. Look at here. The light is also reflect, but in a messy way or in a different direction. 1, 2, 3, 4. Each of them are go to a different direction. So when the light hit a polished mirror or a smooth surface, it reflects in same direction or same angle. Okay, what about when the light hit a painted surface or a rough surface? It reflects in different direction. Different direction. Super. So the rough surface is scatter or diffuse the light. Scatter or diffuse the light. What is the meaning of scatter or diffuse the light? It is reflect the light on a messy way. It is spread the light on a messy way. This is called a scatter or diffuse the light. The last thing again, can you remember how can we see the objects around us? The light fall on the object, bouncing to the eyes or reflecting to the eyes, and the eyes send the message to the brain, and the brain translate it into a picture or an image, so we can see everything around us. With you was Ms. Noor Abdurrahman, and thank you for listening.